Terve hyvää iltaa. This is Mika Tokla and we're watching Chips Challenge in Lynx mode, level 122. You should know the routine by now. This is totally fair. Even though you can't see what the teeth monster is doing, it eventually will go onto a trap button, freeing me, and I can head to the exit. Now this is a really important level if you want to solve another level that's coming up a little later. But of course you knew that if this is a familiar set to you. Onward to the prisoner. Oh, I'm missing a second here. Let's just first watch what I've done before. I'm a prisoner on this little island. I have to manipulate the fireball there. Wait. We go over here. This is how it's done in MS. Wait a little bit. But that's 1 second too slow. So I'm gonna try again. Let's try something different this time. Go. 1, 2, 3 bounces. Let's see if I can wait over here. Oh, did I wait for too long? Oof! See, I'm not entirely sure how this went. I just have a feeling it was something like that. 1, 2, 3 bounces, and then over here. Because I have scored the... Oh, no, not like that. I wonder if I'm using the right step with the teeth. I'm currently in odd step. 1, 2, 3. Ouch! Why? 1, 2, 3. No! I was too early there. I can't go immediately because of the explosion delay with the fireball. Okay, let's see if this works. Okay, I made it, but is it enough? Because I did wait for the teeth quite a bit there. 4 seconds. No, it wasn't enough. Let's try again. What could I do differently? No, too early. I'm still trying to think what I could do differently. I think I waited too long on the teeth there. Let's just here, get 2 of them stuck over there. Oh, maybe I need to wait a little bit on that fireball. 1, 2, 3, go. No, I waited again. Oh, but it really doesn't feel like I could... Wait, that's wrong. Yep. Okay, let's do this. 1, 2, 3. No. See, if you don't get 2 of the teeth stuck down there, 2 of them will be facing you up above. No, you don't want to do that. 1, 2, 3. Just there and there. There we go. I think this is enough. Let's hope it is. Let's use the ice for a little extra speed there. 2 seconds, 1 second. Yes! That felt really good. Onward. Oh, Firetrap. This does not feel very good because so far out of all the levels that I've shown you guys, there have been a few that I haven't shown the bold on, and out of all the levels that I do not have the bold on, this one I think I've worked on the most without equaling the bold, like without getting it. I do not know what I'm missing. It's probably something to do with the fireballs and some kind of chaotic collision thing. may have going on with the block and stuff, but I'm still missing 3 seconds, and 3 seconds is quite a bit. So I'm at a loss on what I could do. But I'll show you guys what I have now, and you guys can figure it out for yourself. And there are a few ways to bring this block over here to get the toggles switching. And I do have to wait here on these 2 doors, but I get out from this room in time. Oh, I bumped into a wall there, but it's inconsequential because over here I have to wait for the tanks anyway. Maybe that one chip below I could have picked it up at a different time. Oh, I don't know. You know what it probably is? It's probably this next room that I'm going into, because I do that differently than in MS. I don't know why the MS method doesn't work, but I didn't get it working for some reason. I'll have to look into that again, because that could be the 3 seconds I'm missing. Luckily it's not that long of a level, it's only like 2 minutes. So maybe someday I'll figure it out. And here we go, another little delay there with that toggle wall. And then a 4-second slide on the last one. Not a bad level, I'd say. I like it as a level. Ooh, mixed nuts. If you're familiar with the MS solution, you'll see that this start is done a little differently in Lynx, but still you get up here into the pink ball corridor at the same time, so it doesn't really make a big difference. But the splash delays do influence the choice of how to put the blocks in water. Now, I don't know what I can say about this level other than it's really hard. It's really hard to score this time in Lynx. And the reason is this staircase right here with the blocks. You can't lose any time over here, and it's really hard to keep pressing, alternating 2 keys, going like up, left, up, I mean up, right, and then down, left, down, left. And even this second area here, it looks simple, but at least half the times that I messed up, I messed up in the second room. And the timing is really precise. You can't, I mean, okay, in this solution, I lose like a frame or 2 frames. That's and a frame is of course 1/20th of a second, because a move is a 1/5 of a second, and a move is 4 frames. Anyway, I lose like 1 or 2 frames, and that's good because when I get to the pink balls, otherwise I would have to wait for 1 frame, and and just losing it by accident is easier. But once you get to this bug room, you can estimate from where you are and where the bug is how far ahead or behind the optimal possible method you are. Here we go, and this room is the same as in MS. Do I do any? Yeah, I do some redundant block slaps there. It took me a while to figure out how to pick up these chips, so to avoid the pink balls at best. And here we made it just in time. And if I was not behind any of the stuff I've been doing, I would bump into, I mean, the second pink ball right there would kill me. So if you play better than me, you'll get killed by that. Yeah, I did that a few times, and even at this point in the level, I messed up like 3 times. I was so nervous at this point. I played this for a few days, at least 3 days, I think, and it's really close in not getting it. 820, and I suspect probably no one will ever bother confirming this score, because it's an untimed level and it's ridiculous. It's just stupid. Speaking of stupid bold levels, block and roll. Now this is different than in MS. In MS, of course, the randomness has a lot influences the best time you can get with all the walkers. But in Lynx, all the walkers always do the same thing. Now, the exception to this is there's that one room that's right next to this area on the right, or we should say to the east. And in that room you can push blocks, and some walkers bounce off the blocks, and that influences how the rest of the walkers move. And depending on how you solve that room, all the rest of the rooms will be different afterwards. So you have to experiment quite a bit on which way to push the blocks. Now, well, I'm not there yet, but I'll tell you in advance. I don't use the optimal method of pushing the blocks in that room. It looks very similar to the one used in the MS route, but there is a way to use block slapping and save 2 moves in this room. But I couldn't find a really good way to influence the walkers and save that 2 moves. So as you'll see now, there's a few rooms here I don't have to wait on the walkers, and that makes a big difference, even if I lose 2 moves in theory. I think without the walkers in the level, I scored like 2 seconds quicker than the time I have here, so maybe someone can still go ahead and beat this score. Oh, in this area, this marsh really is, I'd say, a study in how to avoid splash delay in Lynx. As you can see, I use some block slapping, and whenever possible, it's good to push a block into water and then come back to it. Like if it only takes you 2 moves to push a block into some water, and then you avoid the splash delay, like right there, it's worth it. So now we're coming towards the end of the level. Okay, as you can see, that walker was cooperative, but this one wasn't. Oh, and there's a part in the last room where I bumped into a wall, and it took me forever to figure out if I could actually save. There, right there, I run into the wall. If I could actually save an extra second by doing the whole thing again. But since I didn't do it again, you can guess that I estimate that it's not worth the extra second. Maybe someone else will figure out a way to get the next new record on that level. Skelzie. Now, this is one of the levels that has changed from the original Lynx handheld console versions of the levels, and I'll show you soon why. This route that I take, the path that I followed, is directly copied from the MS, and even though there's no boosting and such, but still it's the best way, I think. And which isn't always a given, because I think there are some levels where boosting differently might result in a different score. And there I didn't save 4 moves by not pushing the toggle button and hoping the blob would do that for me, because this score, it wouldn't help score the 443 even if the blob did help me. It's pretty tight to get this 442. So even if you got saved 4 extra moves, you wouldn't get the 443. Now I promised you to show what's different. See, this is the map of the current level, but in the original, there were some walls. These walls were moved like this, so that the center area is more of a square. Um, the name of the level, Skelzie, it's a game for children to play, or I guess in the streets, and you can draw this map on the pavement with chalk, and then you throw a ball or something. And this was the original level, how it was done, but then people tried it in MS, and this is MS, and you can't get out of this first area because the pink ball just bounces too fast. Whereas in Lynx, you can, and actually the quickest solution doesn't change at all. It's the same. Okay, I guess that's it for now, because next I'm gonna do some all full. And the reason I can't show you the bold on this level yet is because I haven't scored it yet. So next time I'll try to figure it out while recording. I hope that will be fun and interesting for you guys too. But until then, thanks for watching, and chip away.